Well, today we don't have any author, but the wonderful Joanne Harris, OBE, MBE, and of course the writer of the famous Chocolat. Writing itself, is it an actual isolated experience, or do you need that energy of the buzz of people around you? How does it work with you?
It's a funny thing because, yes, you need to be alone to write, but also I find that I need a human connection, so I need a human stimulus to keep me going because I'm writing about people, and to do that, you need to talk to people. So it's a bit of both, really.
And strategizing a plot of a book, do you, in your head, do you see the whole plot, or is it like an organic journey?
It's more of an organic journey for me. I know some people who are very good at plotting architecturally, but I don't really work that way. I kind of plan it in a fluid way, and I think mostly about characters, how they will develop, what their voices will be like. It's very much like getting into character as an actor. And I use scent to do that, much as actors do. It's a technique that I cribbed from Stanislavski, and it works just fine when writers are preparing to get into character too.
Interesting. And throughout your history of your books and your novels and all your creatives, was there something that was just too daring and you just went, nah, this is a no-go area?
No, I don't think so. I like to push my boundaries. I like to do something new every time. So if it doesn't feel as if there's a risk, I don't generally feel it's worth doing.
No, I hear you. What would you say was your greatest moment in writing?
Oh, well, I have a lot of great moments, but I don't think I can think of a particular moment because to me, it's all a cumulative thing. I am building a world which piece by piece is coming together. And so every time I step back from a book, I have another piece in the jigsaw. And at some point, my life's work will be complete and I'll be able to stand back and the public will go, oh, that's what she was going for.
Now, this is a part of you that I found absolutely fascinating because I've never heard anyone with this condition. Tell us about your condition.
Well, I have something, a neurological condition called synesthesia, which means that effectively the person with it, their brain senses two sense impressions at once instead of just one. So sometimes people see the days of the week in colour, or numbers in colour, or they experience music as a different sense. Sometimes they see colours in music, or colours create sounds. With me, I smell colours. So, you know, your tie kind of smells of chocolate because that is the dominant colour in there. And your shoes have a sort of rather nice coconut vanilla.
What these subtle little numbers over here.
Nice indeed, and very happy. Bright colours make me very happy, and they're very stimulating.
Do bright colours, is that what pretty much stimulates you more than a dull colour or an earthy colour?
Bright colours and bright light, generally.
Fascinating.
And so neutrals like navy blue or black or beige don't really have any colour. But bright things in bright light, sometimes I end up having to wear sunglasses to damp down the effect because it can be very distracting.
So, this is a bit of an unusual thing. Just say, for example, a protea flower. Actually, no, proteas are wrong. They're not really scented. But if you saw a flower of a particular colour and at a distance you were thinking that's what it smells like, then you went to smell it.
Absolutely.
How does that all happen?
I have to shut my eyes. I don't get the colour scent if my eyes are closed. So if I'm testing perfumes or smelling flowers, I have to separate the real scent from the synesthesia scent because otherwise I will get both.
Goodness me. You see, ladies and gentlemen, here you thought you were just having an author in, but you have a scientific enigma here. Ladies and gentlemen, the gorgeous Joanne Harris. Well, I did promise you I was going to provide you with two fabulous ladies, but not only are they brilliant, they're absolutely talented, gifted. So firstly, again, thank you so much for coming back with us. And Joanne, it's been amazing hearing about your book, Chocolat, absolutely incredible. And now who we have here, I want to introduce you to the wonderful Sarah McCartney. Now, Sarah McCartney is a hugely talented perfumer. She founded a perfume called 4160 Tuesdays. Now, that's a really unusual name. What is the story here?
Well, I did 2 maths A levels, and I call it 4,160 Tuesdays, and it's the number of weeks you get in 80 years.
Are you a mathematician?
No.
Are you going to work that one out?
Absolutely not.
So tell me something. perfume comes across as romantic and, it's got this wonderful feeling about it. But there's a real technical side of it. And I believe you're part of the sensors team. Am I correct in saying that? And tell me about your earliest childhood memories in scent.
Ah, I didn't make perfumes. I made potions.
No, but potions, but you weren't making scent then. But at the end of the day, there are things in life that you encounter as a child. I mean, do you recall those memories? And I do want to hear about the potions, by the way.
Well, it was the orange blossom, the mock orange blossom, which is out at the moment. It's still my favorite smell, but I got into a lot of trouble at the age of 2. I liked it so much, I shoved the buds up my nose and had to be taken to, I thought permanent perfume. So I had to be taken straight to the doctors and have them extracted. So that, yeah, then my memories are not really romantic about perfume.
And then you probably told your mother, I'm going to design a perfume. She just looked in utter horror. How could this happen?
Mm-hmm.
And what about the most unusual scent request you've ever had?
Well, it's possibly this one. But I get asked to make the aromas of various places and times. One was a desert after a war when the place had been completely burnt out, but there was one tiny flower beginning to grow in the devastation.
Now, you two fascinate me because you both have discovered each other. And firstly, I want to know how this whole inspiration happened. Who met who first? How did it all happen? I mean, mixing perfume with literature. I mean, it's original. I love it. I think it's a fantastic idea. But I need to know, how did that all happen?
Well, I met a scent first. I met a scent of 4160 Tuesdays called The Lion Cupboard. And I chose it to be the scent of the book that I was writing because I used scents to get into character. And it just seemed to encapsulate the vibe, the energy of what I was writing. So we got in touch.
And it turns out that even before that, one of my customers she was going to an event that Joanne was running. And she thought that Joanne would like my fragrances. So she bought from me a little taster set and took it with her. So I think amongst all the hundreds of perfumes that you get given, somewhere tucked in the drawer, secretly hiding was some of mine from the past. So she would like credit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I love those taster sets because they're wrapped like sweets in little coloured envelopes, and they're all so different. I loved that.
Now, tell us the name of your new book.
My new book is called Viane.
Which is a prequel to Chocolat,
yes,
am I correct?
It's a prequel to
Wonderful.
Chocolat. And when I had so loved Sarah's fragrances, I got in touch with her and said, well, would you mind doing a scent illustration to a passage from Viane? And she created Viane's Confession, which is right here.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, we created it because you came over. We were in the room at the same time.
Oh, we did. We played around in the lab. Well, I played around and you actually thought things through and took notes. But yes.
And was the journey quite easy, or was it quite, I want this, I'm going to go that direction, or I'm going to go this direction, or were you just like music?
It was probably the smoothest scent creation journey I've ever had working with somebody else. I think partly because I love Joanne's writing.
And it's very calm, I've noticed that. Am I mistaken? You have a very calm element about you.
Well, it's because I'm surrounded with scents and it's just lovely.
More feisty one?
I find I get a lot of enthusiasm from Joanne. So I would present a material and Joanne would get quite excited about it in a calm way.
Love that.
So there were just a few things like, no, not that one, definitely this one. So that was just, it made my job a lot easier.
So, I mean, you two, it's like a type of a symbiosis relationship. I think there's something really unusual here, but it's beautiful. Now, this is the part that I get very excited about. Mm-hmm. So, I was researching your perfume, your both perfume, and the notes are fascinating. So, let's just go for the top. We've got blend of incense, unsweetened cacao. We've got salt, rose, geranium, clearwood patchouli. Now, clearwood patchouli is a more cleaner form of patchouli, which is it's not as earthy. If I'm correct in saying.
Yes, it's a very interesting kind of green chemistry material, but we used both in the end, clearwood and dirty patchouli as well.
Wonderful.
We wanted a bit of dirt in there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Then it gets interesting. Now, this is the part that I love because it's very earthy here. We've got tomato leaf, oak moss, cypriol, musks. And this is the one which just gets me. Attar Mitti, which is a clay distilled in India. That's just extraordinary. Firstly, how did you source the clay?
Right. So I sourced the material which is already distilled with sandalwood. So it's a very, very traditional method. This particular company, ML Ramnarain, have been going 200 years or more. And they use the clay used for pots, for cups and teapots. That is, so it's straight from the earth. That is distilled at the same time as sandalwood 15 different times. So the aroma of the clay infuses into the sandalwood, and the attar means the essential oil. And that material, I already had it, and it just seemed perfect for this.
Yeah, it was
Absolutely
lovely.
exciting.
It was
Absolutely
lovely.
exciting. So, after looking at those scent notes, you brought a perfume in to try. The perfume. So, before I tried, I kept it as a surprise. I didn't want to try it beforehand. I want this as a surprise, but I want to just try and guess if I can have a feel of what it's going to be. Because with your special talents, with being able to look at colors, and I'm trying to now show off mine.
Absolutely.
So let's see. So I'm channeling, even though I haven't read your new book, but I'm channeling a little bit of the Chocolat movie, which I watched. And I'm firstly thinking about the location in France. And I'm thinking that it was the way it was portrayed, it was very, very earthy, a bit sort of grimy, but then you get the odd flutter of lovely color. So I'm thinking like the rose, like the chocolate and Binoche's character. So they were the flutters of the nice, sweetie, beautiful smells, but the rest of them was quite thirsty and quite raw, maybe. So I'm going down the direction that it could be quite an earthy, raw, but the opening notes will be quite sweetish, but then it will get quite heavy on the base notes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, shall we?
Go for it. Go for it. This is, I'm sorry, I'm having to strip for this.
Absolutely.
A wrist is definitely needed.
All right. Straight onto skin.
Yes, exactly. Hold on, cufflinks have to come off.
There's brave.
Okay, I'm going to close my eyes for this moment.
Going for it.
Oh my goodness, that is exquisite. It's exquisite. I would have actually, do you know what I would have initially, if I hadn't read your notes?
You thought it would be
tobacco.
sweeter.
What
Maybe.
am I thinking? A tobacco base, but it's just gorgeous. It's very. I'm in a farm. It's rural farm. It's countryside. It is definitely rural countryside. It's
Interesting. The earthiness, maybe. And the oak moss is just very,
maybe
very
it's
green
oak
and foresty. So
absolutely. You two have created magic here.
that's the idea.
Oh, thank you. And tell me about the illustrations now. On the packaging, we have these beautiful illustrations. Tell me about that.
Well, that was a friend of mine, actually, an illustrator called Lydia Thornley, and she had visited Marseille where the fragrance is set. So she already had reference. And I'd been working with her on another project, and her sketches are just genius. She will sit and sketch a little notebook during an event.
Mm-hmm.
And so I asked her if she would like to join in with this project because I felt that she was perfect for it. And we both had in mind, I would like the idea of those 1950s tourist silk scarves that you could get in France with that kind of rough, loose sketching on them. And Lydia just made it absolutely perfect, I thought.
It's perfect.
With the little elements of the tomato and the labdanum, the incense.
It's perfect. It's perfect. Well, ladies and gentlemen, all I can say is when literature and perfume get together, it is, well, paradise. Thank you.
Thank you. And I have one last little thing for you. Here we are.
Oh,
You saw the movie, now
Chocolat.
read the book.
There we go. From the author. Thank you so much. That I will treasure. I will absolutely treasure.